Well, here we are. Woo! This has been a powerful experience doing these videos with you. And I'm so glad that I get a chance to help myself as you, because you're just me and I'm you and in another form. Today's lesson is lesson 28. Lesson 28. Above all else, I want to see things differently. Above all else, I want to see things differently. Above all else, I want to see things differently. Above all else, I want to see things differently. Today we are really giving specific application to the idea for yesterday, above all else I want to see. In these practice periods, you will be making a series of definite commitments in these practice periods. The question of whether you will keep the definite commitments in the future is not our concern here. We're not concerned with whether or not you're going to keep the commitment that you're making in the future. If you're willing at least to make the definite commitments to your peace and to your joy and to your awakening and to practicing the applications now, you have started on the way to keeping the definite commitments. And we are still at the beginning. Be patient with yourself. We are still at the beginning. You're going to see a pattern unfold as you go further in doing these lessons. Let me get this out of my mouth. Okay. Now, you may wonder why it's important to say, for example, above all else, I want to see, for instance, this table differently. You may wonder why it's important to say, for example, above all else, I want to see this table differently. In itself, it's not important at all to see the table differently. Yet, what is by itself? And what does in itself mean? You see a lot of separate things around you, which really means you're not seeing at all. So from a spiritual metaphysical level, if you're seeing a lot of different things around you, it actually means you're not seeing at all. You either see or not. And when you have seen one thing, differently, you will see all things differently. When you have seen one thing differently, when you have seen one person differently, you will see all people differently. The light you will see in any one of them is the same light you will see in them all. When you say, above all else, I want to see this table differently, or above all else, I want to see money differently, or above all else, I want to see that person differently. When you say I want to see money differently, the book uses table, but I'm going to use the term money, since that's one that, especially right now, people are most concerned about. So when you say, above all else, I want to see money, or my money situation differently, you are making a commitment to withdraw your preconceived ideas about money. You're making a commitment to let go of your preconceived ideas about money and open your mind to what money really is, especially from a Course in Miracles perspective, a spiritual perspective. In other words, you're opening your mind to what is money for? What is the purpose of money? You're not defining money or money situations, for example, in your own past terms. You're no longer defining money in the past way you define money. You are asking what money is. Like I said, the Course in Miracles book used the term table, but you can apply the truth to anything. So I'm trying to make it more relevant to me, and I'm also trying to make it more relevant to you. So anyway, when you say that you're willing to withdraw your preconceived ideas about money, that means you're opening your mind to what money is, and you're opening your mind to what money is for. You are not binding the meaning of money to your tiny experience of money, nor are you limiting money's purpose to your little personal thoughts. You will not question what you have already defined. You will not question what you have already defined. You will not question. And the purpose of these exercises is to ask questions and receive the answers. And so in saying, Above all else, I want to see money differently. Above all else, I want to see this money situation differently. You are committing yourself to seeing. You are committing yourself to real seeing. It is not an exclusive commitment. It is a commitment that applies to money just as much as to anything else, neither more or less. You could, in fact, gain vision from just that money situation. You could gain spiritual vision from money if you would withdraw your own ideas from money and look upon money, paper strips, metal disc, or plastic. Look upon money with a completely open mind. Money has something to show you. Money has something to show you beautiful and clean. Money has something to show you of infinite value, full of happiness and hope. Hidden under all your ideas about money is money's real purpose. The purpose money shares with the universe. Of course, the air conditioner kicked on right now, so you might hear it in the background. Hidden under all your ideas about money is money's real purpose. The purpose it shares with all the universe. In using money as the subject for applying the idea for today, above all else, I want to see this differently. Above all else, I want to see things differently. You will be making this same request of each subject that you use in the practice periods, and you are making a commitment to each of the subjects that you use in the practice period to let its purpose be revealed to you instead of making your own judgment about it. We will have 6 2-minute practice periods today in which the idea for the day, which is above all else I want to see things differently, is to be stated first and then applied to whatever you see about you. Not only should the subjects be chosen randomly, but each subject should be accorded equal sincerity as today's idea is applied to it, in an attempt to acknowledge the equal value of them all in their contribution to your seeing. As usual, the applications should include the name of the subject your eyes happen to light on, and you should rest your eyes on it while saying, above all else, I want to see this, whatever it is, different. Above all else, I want to see them, whoever they are, different. You be specific. Above all else, I want to see this differently. Above all else, I want to see this differently. Above all else, I want to see them, and you call their name, and you say their name. Above all else, I want to see my mama differently. Above all else, I want to see, my mother's name was Georgia, so I would say, above all else, I want to see Georgia differently. Above all else, I want to see Georgia differently. If you're afraid about finances, above all else, I want to see money differently. If you got to hang up about God, above all else, I want to see God differently. Each application should be made quite slowly, though, a lot more slowly than I did, but I'm doing a video, so I want to put more juice into it. But it's above all else, I want to see things differently. Above all else, I want to see things differently. Above all else, I want to see them differently. Above all else, I want to see things differently. Okay, mighty companion, don't forget, go to www.earlpurdy.com. You can check out hundreds of classes. We can keep our relationship going at a deeper level. Let peace extend from my mind and heart to yours.